Number system, class 4, question number 35. Two numbers A and B are in the ratio 4:5. Two numbers A and B are in the ratio 4:5. If 16 is added to both the numbers, if 16 is added to both the numbers, the ratio becomes 6:7. Question says there are two numbers A and B are in the ratio 4:5. After 16 being added to both the numbers, the ratio becomes 6:7. Then you have to point out the smaller number according to the question, a smaller number. If you go through the basic method, this is 4x, this is 5x. 16 must be added to both the numbers. That's why I have added here 16 to this number as well as to this number, and then the ratio of these two numbers became 6:7. Now cross multiply. 7 4 ja 28x, 16 7 ja 112, 6 5 ja 30x, 16 6 ja 96. After having difference, this is 2x, this is 2x, and this is 16. X equals to 8. You have been asked to answer the smaller number, that is 4x, and 4x equals to 32. This is your final answer. Write down. This is basic method for this question. Answer is 32. In basic method, whenever the question says there are two numbers in the ratio 4:5, you have to pick up 4x and 5x are numbers. Thereafter, you have to add 16 to both the numbers according to the question saying. If the question had said you 16 added to the first number and 18 added to the second number, then here would have been 18. Okay. Now come to question number, come to the tricky approach of this question. Since according to the language, this trick must be applied here. Listen the language very carefully. See here. Two numbers are in the ratio 4:5. After being 16 added to both the numbers, the ratio becomes 6:7. That means 4 became 6 here, increment is of 2. 5 became 7 here, increment is of 2. That means there are 2 units increment in both the sides as 16 added to both the sides. That means 2 equals to 16, 1 equals to 8, and you have to point out the smaller of these two. A smaller of these two, that is 4. 4 units equal to 4 at 32. Write down. This is your answer. In such questions, you have to accept and adopt this method. This is very important and useful for you in order to save the time. Write down. Come to question number 36. 36. Two numbers are in the ratio 7:9. Two numbers are in the ratio 7:9. If 18 is lessened from both the numbers, the ratio becomes 5:7. After subtraction of 18 to both the numbers, after subtraction of 18 from both the numbers, the ratio of 7:9 changed to ratio 5:7. That means 7 became 5, 2 units decrement, 9 became 7, 2 units decrement. That means 2 unit decrement is just equal to 18 and 1 unit equals to 9. Read the question. What has been asked in the question number 36? What is the bigger number? Bigger number among these two? Bigger number, that is 9. 9 units equals to 9 9 ja 81. This is your final answer. Note down. Thus very easily you can use this trick in such a situation whenever question says there are two numbers 7:9 and after being subtraction of 18 from both the numbers the ratio becomes 5:7. Point out the smaller or bigger any number. Okay, you have to adopt this. Now question number 37. These are of equal types. There are two numbers in the ratio 4:3. If 28 is subtracted from both the numbers, 28 is subtracted from both the numbers, 28 is subtracted from both the numbers, the ratio becomes 5:2. See here. What is the smaller number? See here. The same numbers have been taken out, have been subtracted, and the ratio becomes 5:2 from the ratio 4:3 after getting change. Since the same numbers have been taken out, here the decrement must be same. But see here, 4 to 5 1 unit increment, 3 to 2 1 unit decrement. That means here is +1, here is -1. That means trick doesn't apply here. See here, trick doesn't apply here, but according to the language, trick must be applied here. In such a case, when the trick must be applied, but the trick is not being applied, certainly you have to do some changes there. What will be the change here? From the difference of these two units, you have to multiply this ratio, and from the difference of these two units you have to multiply this ratio. That means the difference of 5 and 2 is 3. 3 4 ja 12, 3 3 ja 9. Now this is your ratio. This has been deleted, cancelled. The difference of 4 and 3 is only 1. 1 5 ja 5, 1 5 ja 2. You have to multiply this by the difference of these two, or you have to multiply this by the difference of these two. Now 12 minus 5 equals to 7, 9 minus 7 equals to 2. That means there are 7 units decrement. 7 equals to 28 now, 1 equals to 4, and then what is a smaller number? A smaller means 9 units. 9 units equals to 36. Note down, 36 is your right answer. Now, question number 38. See here. Question says there are two numbers in the ratio 7:3. If 12 is added to both the numbers, the ratio becomes 5:3. After being added 12 to both the numbers, the ratio becomes 5:3. That means here must be the same rule applied. 7 minus 5 equals to 2, 3 minus 3 equals to 0. Here 2, here 0. These must be equal. That means we have to adopt the new trick given by me. The difference of 5 and 3 is 2. You have to multiply 7:3 by 2 by the difference of this by 2. 2 7 ja 14, 2 3 ja 6. And the difference of 7 and 3 is 4. You have to multiply this ratio by 4. You have to multiply this ratio by the difference of these two, that is 4. That means you have to multiply 5:3 by 4. 4 5 ja 20, 4 3 ja 12. These old ratios must be deleted, cancelled. Okay. 14 plus 6 equals to 20, 6 plus 6 equals to 12. That means see here, both units are equal now. 6 equals to 12, 1 equals to 2, and then point out the smaller number. Now this is your smaller unit, that means 6 units equals to 6 to the 12. This is your answer. Note down. Now, come to question number 39. Question number 39. There are two numbers in the ratio 7:3. There are two numbers in the ratio 7:3. If 6 is added to the smaller number, the ratio becomes 7:5. Now the question changes here. A minute change, you may see. The two numbers are in the ratio 7:3. If 16 is added, see here, if 16 is added to the smaller number only, if 16 is added to the smaller number only, the ratio becomes 7:5. Go through the basic method first. See here. One number is 7x, another is 3x. At the earliest, one number is 7x, one number is 3x. Question says, if you add 16 to the smaller number, the ratio becomes 7:5. That means the ratio equals to 7/5. Now 7 will be cancelled and 5x equals to 3x plus 16. That's why 2x equals to 16 and x equals to 8. You have been asked here, see here question, you have been asked here, find out the sum of the original numbers. Means sum of the original numbers, that means 7 plus 3, 10x. You have to point out the value of 10x, or that will be 80 here. This is your final answer. Note down. Now, according to the language, you search another trick here. You can apply trick yourself. Just read the language carefully. See here. There are two numbers in the ratio 7:3. After 16 being added to the smaller number, the ratio changes to 7:5. That means, see here, the bigger number is 7, the smaller is 3. Bigger number has not either been added or been subtracted anything. The bigger number has not either been added or been subtracted. That means the bigger number is 7 in old situation and presently also the same, as neither a number added nor a number subtracted. Okay, but here the smaller number was 3, but now it is 5, as 16 was added to the smaller. That means it is very clear here. 2 units increment are seen here. 2 units increment are seen here. That means 2 units are just equal to 16 that was added. 1 unit equals to 8. You have to point out the sum of the old numbers. That means 10 units equals to 80. This is your final answer. Note down. Very simple trick. Since a smaller number was changed according to the question, as 16 was added to the smaller number, that's why the units changed here. But to the bigger number, nothing was added, nothing was subtracted. That's why in old and in new situation, the units are equally same. Note down. Question number 39. Now question number 40. See here. Two numbers are in the ratio 6:5. Two numbers are in the ratio 6:5. if 12 is subtracted from the smaller number, if 12 is subtracted from the smaller number, the ratio becomes 3:2. See here, the numbers are in the ratio 6:5. After being 12 subtracted from the smaller number, the ratio changes to 3:2. That means the smaller number has been changed by the question, as a smaller number was subtracted by 16, but the bigger number was neither added nor subtracted. That means according to the language of the question, this was 6 and this must be 6 here as well, as nothing was added, nothing was subtracted. That means you have to do some changes here. 3 must be made 6, 3 2 ja 6, 2 ja 4. This must be subtracted now. This must be erased. Okay. See here, the bigger number was 6 and the bigger number is still 6, as nothing was added, nothing was subtracted. But the smaller number was 5. Now a smaller number is 4 here, as something taken out from the smaller number, that was 12 perhaps. See here, that means 1 unit decrement equals to 12. 1 unit decrement in a smaller number is just equal to 12. That means 1 equals to 12. You have to point out the bigger number. That means bigger is 6. 6 units equals to 6 12s are 72. This is your final answer and correct answer. Write down 72. Now proceed to question number 41. Two numbers are in the ratio 7:3. Two numbers are in the ratio 7:3. The sum of the numbers is 80. Sum of the numbers is 80. What number be added to the smaller number so that the ratio becomes 7:5? See here. Firstly, go through the basic. That means there are two numbers in the ratio 7:3 and the sum total is just equal to 80. That's why you have to add 7 and 3, that is 10. 10 equals to 80. 1 unit equals to 8. Then 7 units equals to 7 8s are 56 and 3 units equals to 3 8s are 24. That means 56 and 24 were the numbers in the ratio 7:3 and the sum total of these two numbers was 80. Now question says, what list number must be added to the smaller one? You suppose x must be added to the smaller number, then the ratio becomes 7:5. That means here 7/5. You have to point out the value of x. 7 8s are 8 5s are 40, means 24 plus x equals to 40 and x equals to 16. This is your answer. See here, answer must be 16. Okay, that is right answer. Note down. This is basic method. We have to go through tricky approach here. Wait for the trick. Such type of questions are certainly very important for your examination purpose, and certainly we are getting the solution very easily within short span of seconds. See here. Now what trick must be applied here? Two numbers were in the ratio 7:3. The sum total was 80. What number must be added to the smaller to make the ratio 7:5? That means since you are going to add something, unknown to you still, you are going to add something to the smaller number. Since you will be adding something to the smaller number, the ratio will change certainly. That means units will change here, and it is changed. See here, this was 3, this is now 5. 2 units change are in a smaller number, but bigger number are still same in both the situations, as neither was added nor anything was subtracted from the bigger number. That means the situation is perfectly based upon the language. See here, you add here 2 units to the smaller number in order to make the ratio 7:3 to 7:5. Then you have to point out the value of 2 only here. That will be your answer. See here, 7 plus 3, 10 equals to 18, 1 equals to 8, and 2 equals to, after solution, 16. Thus came the answer. Note down. Very important and useful trick for you. Now coming to question number 43. 42 perhaps, na? 42. See here, 2 numbers are in the ratio 7:4. The sum of the numbers is 132. What number must be added to the smaller number so that the ratio becomes 1:1? See here. The question says 2 numbers are in the ratio 7:4 and the sum total of the numbers is 132. What number must be added to the smaller number in order to make the ratio 7:4 to 1:1? This is your question. See here. Since you have to add to the smaller number, the smaller unit must change and must be bigger as well from 4. But at the same time, the bigger unit, that is 7 here, it must be 7 here as well, as nothing is to be added to the bigger nor to be subtracted from the bigger. That's why. That means it is very much clear to you now. This was 7, this must be 7 here. That means you are going to multiply 1 by 7. That means this will be also 7. Now see, the bigger units in old and new situations are just equal, as nothing was added, nothing was subtracted. Okay, this was 4, this became 7 as something was added. That means you have added here 3 units. You have to point out the value of 3 units now. That will be your final answer. How will be you getting the answer? 7, 4, 11 equals to 132, 1 equals to 12, and 3 equals to 36. This is your final answer. Note down. 36. Thus came to question number 42 as well. Here is the answer. Now, question number 43. See here. 2 numbers are in the ratio 5:4. The sum is 72. The sum is 72. What number be subtracted from the smaller number so that the ratio becomes 5:1? See here. The sum total is given 72 here. And what number must be subtracted from the smaller so that the ratio 5:4 becomes 5:1? That means, see here, this was 4, now this is 1, 3 units decrement here. And this was 5, this is still 5. This must be just equal in both the cases, as nothing was added to the bigger, nothing was subtracted from the bigger. Okay, come. 5 plus 4, 9. 5 plus 4, 9 equals to 72 here. 1 equals to 8 here. 3 equals to 24 here. This is your answer. Note down. 24 is the answer. These were of equal type questions. Now from question 44 onwards, the patterns totally changed here. Question 44. Sum of, here, sum of 2-digit number, sum of a 2-digit number and the number obtained by interchanging its digits is a perfect square number. How many such numbers are there? How many such numbers are there? See here. This is a very much important question now. Question says, there is a 2-digit number. 2-digit numbers are represented by 10x plus y, where y is the unit digit and x is 10 digit. Okay. 2-digit numbers are 10, 11, 12, 13 and so on. Question says, here example, question says 12 is a 2-digit number and after interchanging digits this is 21 and after adding this is 33, but this is not a square number. Not a square number. Question says by doing this, this must come a square number. Another example, 38 is also a 2-digit number. After interchanging this is 83 and after addition this is 121 and this is a square number. This is a square number. That means you can say here from example 31 is such a number, 83 is such a number. That means you got two numbers here. Another examples here, 29 is a 2-digit number, certainly. After interchanging this is 92, after addition this is 121, this is also a square number. That means you have got here four numbers, 29, 92, 38, 83. You can have some more numbers, but see here from 10 to 99, 10 to 99, up to 99, 10 to 99, there are so many numbers of 2 digits. How many numbers will you be picking from these numbers so that in order to get the square numbers here? This will be very much painful for you as far as time is concerned. Okay? Note down first. This is a simple way in order to reach the answer, certainly, but time will be enough. That's why I will be solving this question having an example of basic concept. Example of basic concept means basically according to the language of the question you have to proceed, and in order to proceed certainly you have to make a number of 2 digits, that is 10x plus y. Say here. Question says you have to pick up a 10-digit number. I have picked up 10x plus y. I have picked up 10x plus y. This is certainly undoubtedly a 2-digit number. Question says you have to find out in another number by interchanging its digits. That means y should be here, x should be here. That means you write 10y plus x. After interchanging digits, you got this. Question says a 2-digit number and after changing digits, another 2-digit number must be added, and this must be a perfect square number. This must be a perfect square number. Perfect square number means x multiplied by x. This is your perfect number, that square number. That means 5 multiplied by 5 square, 25. This is your square number. See here, 10x plus y plus after getting changed 10y plus x equals to a perfect square number. That means if you proceed here, this is 11 into x plus y equals to a square number. Now see here, the same number must be multiplied twice is a square number. The same number must be multiplied twice is a square number. That means here 11 into 11 equals to a square number. This shows you x plus y equals to 11. That means if x plus y equals to 11 and x and y are digits range from 0 to 9 only. That means x and y you have to put only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Suppose 2 plus 9 can be 11. 2 plus 9 can be 11. 3 plus 8 also can be 11. 4 plus 7 can be 11. 5 plus 6 can be 11. Proceed. 6 plus 5 can be 11, but 6 plus 5 you have already taken here 5 and 6. That means you have to make numbers now. Numbers may be, point out, 2, 9, 29, 9, 2, 92, 38 38, 83 83, 47 47, 74 74, 56 57, 65 65. That means thus you got all those numbers, and in counting these are only 8. That means your answer became 8 here. Such numbers are only 8 in the number system. Firstly note down, this is your answer. To obey such situation, there are only 8 numbers of 2 digits in number system. Note down. Question had told you a 2-digit number must be added to another 2-digit number got by interchanging its digits, must be a perfect square number. How many such numbers will be there in number system? You accepted a 2-digit number just as 10x plus y, and after interchanging digits you got 10y plus x. You added both the numbers, that must be equal to a square number. Certainly after proceeding you got 11 into x plus y equals to a square number. That means 11 into 11 can be a square number. That's why x plus y equals to 11, and if x plus y equals to 11, x and y may have such situations 2 9 3 8 4 7 5 6. That means there are only 8 numbers. Note down just a note for this situation. You should remember the answer here coming just as 8. You have to remember, write down. If a 2-digit number, must be added to another 2-digit number, after getting its digits interchanged, and the result is perfect square, there are only 8 such numbers. You have to remember 8. There are only 8 such numbers. Okay. Now come to question number 45. Question number 45. See here. The product of 2 consecutive natural numbers is 992. What is the smaller number? The product of 2 consecutive natural numbers here. Firstly, natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 onwards. See here. These are natural numbers. Question says you have to pick up 2 consecutive natural numbers. That means if you suppose first is x, another will be x plus 1. Question says the product of 2 consecutive natural numbers, successive, is 992, perhaps 992. 992. What is the smaller number? You have to find out a smaller number. Some examples are written here. See here. You have to point out the smaller number of the 2. See here. If you proceed now, there must be a quadratic equation. If you proceed now, see here, x square plus x minus 992 equals to 0. The next step will be this: x square plus x minus 992 equals to 0. This is your quadratic equation. You can factorize here, according to the situation, whatever demanded in the equation, and then x value will be obtained by you. But there will be time taken, okay? That's why I am going to take the help of options as well. If you take the help of options, certainly time will be minimized here itself. अपने आप मैनेज होगा वो, कैसे देखिए. x into x plus 1 equals to 992. That means these are two consecutive natural numbers. Question has asked you the find out the smaller number. That means here every value is for x. That means if you suppose 32 here, see here, suppose 32 here, this will be 32 plus 1, 33, and 32 into 33 equals to, see here, 3 2 is 6 on unit at unit place, but here is unit 2. This is wrong answer. No need to multiply now, as unit doesn't match here. Unit in the actual situation is 2, and after multiplication here unit is 6. Unit doesn't match here. That means this is perfectly and definitely the wrong answer. Now pick up 32. If you accept x as 32, this will be 31. So 31 plus 1, 32. Means 31 multiplied by 32 equals to, see here, first unit. Unit matches here. Okay. Now multiply. 31 2 is 62, 6 remaining. 31 3 is 93, 6 99. See here, the product is exactly 992. That means this is your final answer. Note down. That's why we will be taking the help of options in such a situation. From option you got 31. From option you choose first 31, and this 31 became 32 here, 32 here. After multiplication 992 is got. Certainly this is the right answer. Note down. This question is very much important for bank clerk first, PO second, then SSC Railway. I have already told you, whenever the situation in any question solution come just like quadratic equation, for whole the lessons I am telling you, quadratic equation, you must stop there itself and take the help of option. Time will be managed. Now coming to question number 46. Now coming to question number 46. See here, 46. The product of two consecutive even numbers is 1848. Two consecutive even numbers. Even numbers increases by 2. It starts from 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 plus 2 and so on. Question says the product of two consecutive even numbers is 1848. The first number is x, another will be x plus 2, and the product is 1848. You have to point out the smaller number, a smaller number. From the option you have to pick up. See here. Question says you the product of two consecutive even numbers is 1848. You have to find out. You have to point out the smaller number. That means you have been given the value of x here. If you suppose 40 must be there, if you suppose maybe, if 40 may be there, this will be 42, 40 plus 2, 42. And see here, unit first, 0. That means this is wrong answer. As in the product unit is only 8, here unit is only 0. This is wrong. Come to another option. 42 means if x is 42, this is 44. Firstly, manage unit exactly right, 8, 8. Now completely be multiplied. After multiplication, you get here 1848. I am showing you 40 to 44. 4 2 ja 8, 4 4 ja 16, 4 2 ja 8, 4 4 ja 16. Add 8 4, 8 6 14, 6 1 7 1 8 1 8. Match here. Okay. That means if you accept 42. This is 44 and multiplication is 1848. Certainly this is your right answer. Okay. Note down. That means whenever question says the product of two natural numbers, the product of two even numbers, the product of two odd numbers, you have to accept such solutions. That means you are going to pick up some number from options in order to maintain the equation, in order to balance the equation. Whatever from the option be chosen and maintain and balance the equation, certainly that is your final answer, undoubtedly. Note down. Now, question number 47. See here, what does it say? Question number 47. See here. The product of two consecutive odd numbers is 2703. Two consecutive odd numbers. See here, odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. Question says the product of two consecutive odd numbers is this much. What is the bigger number? This time bigger number. That means this has been asked you. This has been asked you. 2703, and options are 51, 53, 52, 61. Okay. Question says the product of two consecutive odd numbers is 2703, and find out the bigger number. That means in option bigger number has been given to you. That means x plus 2 is given here. Suppose x plus 2 is 51. That means if this is 51, this will be 49 now. And see here, unit doesn't match here. Unit is 9. That means this is wrong answer. If 53 is the bigger one, this is 53, bigger. That means that will be 2 minus 51. So 53, 51, after multiplication, match units first, units first, 3. Then multiply. After multiplication, it comes here 2703. That means this is your right answer. I am showing you the calculation as well. 53, 51, after multiplication, this is 53, 5 3 ja, 5 5 ja. See here, 3, 0, 27, exactly same. That means this is your right answer. In option 53 should be here, then this will be 51. If this is 53, this will be 51, and 53, 51 after multiplication gave 2703. Note down. Thus came the answer. 53 is the right answer now. Come forward now. Question number 48 coming to you. Question number 48 is the next question. Pattern changes here. The ratio between the first and the second number is 2:3. First number A, second number B, ratio is 2:3 according to the question. The ratio between second and third number is 5:4, means B and C 5:4. And the sum and the average is 74. Find out the third number. Average is 74. Find out the third number. See here. This situation is very much important part of ratio and proportion relation. In arithmetic, manywhere you are going to use such situations. Means there will be two ratios in which one will be mediator, and you will have to make a combined ratio. That means, see here the situation. A and B are in the ratio 2:3, B and C are in the ratio 5:4. You have to make a single ratio among A, B and C. That means you have to point out A ratio, B ratio, C. For that, what you have to do, see here. If this is A, this is B, and this is B, mediator, and this is C, certainly you have to multiply 5 2 ja, 5 3 ja, and then 3 4 ja. This diagram must be remembered by you all. 5 2 ja 10, 5 3 ja 15, 3 4 ja 12. This is A, B, and C. This is A, this is B, this is C. If you point out bifurcately, the ratio between A and B is 10:15 here. After cancellation by 5, 5 2s are 5 3s are, you get this. The ratio between B and C is 15:12 here. After cancellation by 3, 3 5s are, 3 4s are. Okay, that means this is perfectly a right combined ratio of A, B and C. Okay, now 15 plus 12 equals to 27 plus 10 equals to 37. This is your sum total of all the three numbers A, B and C. But sum total equals to average into numbers. Average given is 74 and numbers are 3. That means 1 unit equals to 37, 2s are 2 into 3, 6. 1 equals to 6. You have to point out third number perhaps. That means you have to point out the value of 12, that is 72. This is your final answer. Note down. This is an important part of ratio and proportion, applies everywhere in arithmetic, maybe somewhere also in trigo you can apply. Whenever you see the ratios of A and B and C, certainly mix up and make a single ratio by using such diagram. This must be multiplied here, this must be multiplied here, this must be multiplied here. This is your combined ratio. This was your question number 48. Now come to question number 49. This was 48. Now come to question number 49. See here. The sum of two numbers is 17 and the product is 72. The sum of two numbers is 17 and the product of two numbers is 72. Is 72. Find out the sum of the reciprocals of the numbers. Find out the sum of the reciprocals of the numbers. Means there are x and y, two numbers. After being added, it is only 17, and after being multiplied, it is 72. You have to point out the sum of the reciprocal, means 1 by x plus 1 by y. See here. Question has asked you, find out the value of 1 by x plus 1 by y. Suppose if you can guess easily, you have to guess in the examination hall. This situation may be guessed very easily. You have to pick up two numbers. After being added must be 17 and after being multiplied must be 72 there. That means you can see here, if you accept 9 and 8, 9 plus 8 equals to 17 and 9 and 8 multiplied is 72. That means you got x as 9, y as 8. This may be interchanged, okay? Now 1 by x plus 1 by y equals to 1 by 9 plus 1 by y 8. Then 72 is the LCM. 9 8 ja, 8 9 ja. That means your answer is 17 by 72, like this. This is your answer. Note down. Firstly, in such questions you have to guess. If guessing is not applied in any situation, only then you will be going through an equation, algebraic equation. Algebraic formula must be applied here, can be applied here. I am going to. Most of the time you will be answering such questions, certainly having the value of x and y from your memories according to the situations, okay? Now, if you cannot find out the value from memories, then what will be the basic concept through you can have the answer at last? See here. There is an algebraic formula, x minus y square equals to x plus y square minus 4xy. That means if this square be deleted, this will be under root. Okay. Now x minus y equals to under root x plus y, that means 17 square minus 4 into x into y. This is 289, this is 288 under root, this is under root 1 and finally 1. That means see here, x plus y equals to 18, x minus y equals to 1, that means 2x equals to, see here, 17. 2x equals to 18, x equals to 9. If x equals to 9, y will be 8. Thus, you got x and y, 9 and 8. And then, in order to have the answer 1 by x plus 1 by y, 1 by 9, 1 by 8, then 72 and 17. Write down. This is your basic method. If you cannot guess in the examination hall very fast, certainly you should have the help of this. Okay. But I am going to ease this question by the next assumption. See here. Since the question, no need to find out the value of x and y in such situations. No need to find out the value of x and y separately in such situations. Without having the value of x and y separately, you can answer very easily. See the moment first. Question told you, see here, there are two numbers. After being added, the result is 17. After being multiplied, the result is 72. Find out the sum of the reciprocal of the numbers. This is your question, okay? See here, question demanded you 1 by x plus 1 by y. Firstly, you solve this. The demand is x, y and y plus x. After solution, this is just equal to like this. Now, question has asked you this much and you proceeded, got this much, and see here, x plus y given 17, x and y given 72. That means very easily, without separating and getting x and y, you are going to find the right answer in such a way. This is your final answer. That means whenever question says, see here, whenever question says, there are two numbers, listen to me, there are two numbers, x and y, and the sum is m, and the product is n. Find out the sum of the reciprocal of the numbers. That means you are certainly telling that is m by n. This is your answer. So easily. That means in such a case, whenever the question says there are two numbers and the sum is like this and the product is like this, and you have to find out the sum of the reciprocal of the numbers, you are certainly telling, firstly write down sum by product. Final answer you will be getting all the time very rightly. No need to bifurcate x and y. No need to waste your time in finding out x and y separately from the equations, from the algebraic equations, from your memories. But what you have to adopt here is only this. Whenever question says the sum is given, the product is given, and find out the sum of the reciprocal of the numbers, you are putting the values of sum first and then by product. That is your final answer in such questions. Okay, thank you. This is the last question of today's class. We will be maintaining next class whenever the time comes. This is your class 4, question number 49 up to has been solved here. You have to make a fair copy, and meeting you next. Okay, thank you.